Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video here on Nillion. A new crypto launched on Binance yesterday, and for those of you who are interested in that, wanted to make a quick video. It's a little bit of an update. Look, I don't know this project very well, so we will focus on the technicals. I think that's the best thing to do. But it got listed on Binance yesterday, already pulls in $600 million in volume, so I thought some of you might find this interesting. And outside of that, I think the price action is also very, very interesting. I personally bought NIL earlier this morning. Quick disclaimer, all right, so I am bullish on it. At least short term. I mean, long term Binance listings, look, if you go back to last year, most Binance listings just haven't performed well. So long term, this is a very risky project, and it's statistically more likely to drop down. But short term, getting a lot of volume right here. Recent Binance listings have actually done fairly well. If we talk about Story, if we talk about Sol Layer, even Berachain actually did quite well. So that's why I am bullish on this. I mean, we're pulling a lot of volume. The project itself, it seems to be some sort of based around privacy, but like I said, I haven't done a full analysis on this. Raised funds by some major partners such as Arthur Hayes, Ansem, listed on CoinList as well in June 2024, which is usually a good ICO platform, and received some more funding right here from also GSR, which is a market maker, which also invested in some other coins that have pulled some interesting moves, to say the least. So that's why fundamentally I think it's interesting. But then we have to talk about the technicals. Now, what we see since the launch is that we dropped down initially. Since then, we actually consolidated quite nicely right here between 77 cents, 68 cents, and this morning we broke out. All right, so we broke out of that level, didn't even retest. I mean, those are the best breakouts, not the easiest to trade, but the best ones. Broke above that level. You have a weak high right here, as you can see. That's where usually what you want is that the price breaks above that and holds the support. So that's also what we have done so far. As you can see, that line is around 80 cents, I'd say. We broke above that, held that. So what we have is two breakouts basically with volume. And at the same point of time, I'm not sure if it's still true. Yeah, and at the same point of time, also a negative funding rate, all right? Which means that, well, it could mean a lot of things, but it definitely means that shorters have to pay and that there's an incentive to go long on NIL. So all of that together just makes me very bullish on this, all right? If you go back to some of the other rallies we've had, this can actually rally up a lot. The market cap is also relatively low. The fully diluted valuation is higher, of course, but the market cap is $160 million. With the backing both from VCs, market makers, but also influencers it has. And what we're seeing right now, I have to say that we're going higher, all right? Or at least that it's more likely that we're going higher. It's just like if you see all of this data with the volume, with the technicals and with the backing, it's just always most likely that we will rally up higher. Now the first liquidity is right here around 88 cents, 90 cents. So I'd say that's our first target. That's also where I will be taking profits initially. But ultimately, I think we can rally all the way up to $1. But that's only if you know, I mean, right now, what would need to happen is that first of all, the volume keeps up. Second of all, the funding rate stays negative, so we keep that incentive to long. And third of all, most importantly, we break above 87 cents and hold that as support. All right, so then we can get to $1. For now, I think it's most likely we will have bullish confirmation, but that 86, 87 is our main target, and that we will find some resistance there. But the reaction to that level will tell us everything about whether we will pull back down to 77 cents first, or that we can actually rally up higher instantly after. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.